¿Qué onda, chicos? Hoy van a revelar a Octavia. Van a revelar a Octavia. Faltan 6 minutitos, 7 minutitos. Ahí la pueden ver. De hecho, vamos a ir checando. Vamos a ir checando. Vamos a ir checando algunos teasers o algo así. Em, Vamos a revisar la página de Sleepwalker. De hecho, ya nos sacaron el tráiler. Bueno, los teasers, pues básicamente fueron. De hecho, vámonos al Twitter mejor porque. Vámonos al Twitter de Paladins. Simplemente nos fueron revelando un poquito. Por ejemplo, esto parece ser como el arma de Jing, de las skins nuevas que van a venir de Battlebite. Este parece ser un dragón de Imani. Acá, por ejemplo, es algo así como una skin de Androxus también. Y bueno, nos fueron mostrando imágenes de Octavia, ¿no? Octavia, Octavia. Esto dicen algunos que es Androxus porque aquí dice God Slayer. Entonces ya las skins confirmadas serían Androxus, Ram, Imani y Jing, ¿no? Van a ser las skins que van a salir en este siguiente formato de pase de batalla. ¿Qué onda, Sebastián? También nos mostraron esta imagen de Octavia otra vez. Fíjense que este teaser a mí, por ejemplo, mostraron este teaser ya hace tiempo. A mí se me figura que tiene que ver con la ulti de Octavia. Como que va a ser alguna especie de control. Ya ven que habían dicho que tenía un jetpack y que no sé qué. Aquí hay otra imagen. Digo, aquí hay otra. Está como el francotirador. Obviamente estas imágenes son de las cartas de Octavia. Aquí hay otra, otro teaser. Estos son como otros campeones, fíjense. O sea, son. Dicen que este es el dios de Paladins, si no me equivoco. Cosillas así. Y bueno, creo que esos han sido todos los teasers. Bueno, también a varios youtubers les mandaron que mapas y que cartas. Cartas de Octavia, porque Octavia también tiene que ver como con el futuro. Sí, la última, ajá, justo a mí se me figura que se va a poner como ese visor, una cosa así. Digo, si quieren vamos a checar, ahora sí vamos a ir checando el teaser. Nos sacaron este teaser, vamos a verlo. Vamos a verlo acá en HD.
Commander Octavia?
I've got you. This isn't over yet. For the round.
Ahí está, digo, ahora sí si quieren lo vamos a volver a ver. Yo para ir comentando un poquito, se los dejé primero así por si no lo habían visto. Vamos a verlo de nuevo. Digo, hay una presentación nueva de Devil Mojo, ya hicieron una nueva animación, está padre. Ahí vemos pues una parte del reino. Esto es acá el Jaguar como un titán, ¿no? Nos recuerda un poquito Ataque de los Titanes, quien lo vea. Ahí está la Jaguar gigante, ese parece ser el brazo de Corvus. La animación está padre, no está tan fluida, pero el estilo gráfico está padre. Ahí vemos a Octavia ya. Como ven, tiene una pierna prostética. Ahí su francotirador, que no le hizo más que cosquillas. Y bueno, la ulti. Bueno, a mí se me figura que esto puede ser la ulti, ¿no? Aunque está raro porque no se pone ningún visor. Quizás es solamente su habilidad. Alguna habilidad más bien, pero bueno. Y vamos a quedarnos acá. Simplemente voy a mutear ya 2 minutitos para que inicie. Déjenme. También nada más lo quiero compartir en algún grupillo. Déjenme lo comparto rápidamente. El stream. Quería iniciar por lo menos unos 10 minutitos antes, pero bueno. Ya un minutito para... También como les digo, pues las skins básicamente están confirmadas que van a ser para Androxus, Ram, Jink e Imani. Así es, Marco, pero aquí la ventaja que van a tener es que yo les voy a estar traduciendo lo que digan ellos. Porque ellos hablan en inglés, obviamente, y yo les puedo hacer de traductor para quien no sepa, sobre todo. Así es, Sergio, también van a estar con la presentación del nuevo formato que va a tener el pase de batalla, ¿no? Bueno, vamos a...
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our newest update show, Indomitable. I am your host and community manager, Nueva, and I am joined today by a familiar face.
Está nuestra querida Nueva.
As well as we have a new face that you may have recognized from other titles of our games, Raidmoot, aka Alex. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Raidmoot, que no lo conozco.
Hey, how are you?
Y Evil Moyo Adams, ¿no?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Digo Adonis, perdón.
The beard is still there. I see Adonis. It hasn't,
yes.
It hasn't changed.
I know vaccines have become more readily available, and then I got to decide whether I'm going to shave it before I go back in office whenever we get to that point or not. But for now, there is no controlling this. It's just, I'm only looking at myself. I only have my animals to judge me, and they love me no matter what, so it's easy.
And your hair is getting long too? Look at the representation.
Yeah,
Got
a little
such
curl.
long hair.
Got a little perm diggity at the bottom.
It's pretty long. It's a little messy today, but
yeah, enough about all that. The thing we're here for today is, some new content and a new update. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna go into the hunt. It is our first segment that we always do here, folks, where we go into the bug fixes. Basically, it's just a summary right now, because we will be, right now you should be able to follow along live on the update notes on paladins.com/news. And there's a whole big whopping list there. But we're going to go over some important highlights.
Bueno, primero nos van a mostrar los bug fixes. O sea, ahí están. Vamos a verlo aquí en grande.
Fixed an issue where Yaggaroth could swap from travel form to planted while banished. And also, there was an issue where
aparecería un bug de Yaggaroth que se podía cambiar
would not reduce the cooldown of travel form abilities. Now, this is a very complex champion. Do you two have any insight on,
de su forma de deslizamiento?
Despite being one of the most
Déjenme pongo los audífonos para escuchar mejor.
Yeah, she's fairly complex, and I think the biggest part about this is just there's a lot of edge case issues that can slip through.
Espero que sí, Sergio. Lo más seguro que sí va a ser un...
So, we have a number of ways to interact with our champions that do different effects and controls, and, banishing players, stunning them, slowing them, and then sometimes some of these more fringe cases slip through. But, obviously, always thank you, everyone in the community, for sending reports.
También al parecer no estaba funcionando bien Cronos con Yaggaroth. Ya decía yo.
He's kind of strong, yeah.
Para su habilidad me imagino que esta de aceleración, ¿no? Hay como unas cosillas, unas cartas.
But anyways, let's go to our last one that we're going to highlight here so we can keep rolling and get into the the real good of this update show, as I like to say. So a general fix, we fixed an issue where the inverted y-axis setting carried over from controller to keyboard and mouse when the player swapped input type. I guess that's a really good win because we have so many people that will, play, especially with keyboard and mouse or switch to controller. So I can only imagine this is a step in the right direction, right, gentlemen?
Honestly, who would play inverted?
I mean,
Really,
Bueno, también están diciendo que arreglaron cuando uno invierte los controles y que eso también se...
I've wanted from playing in playtests in the dev environment.
O sea, seguía funcionando cuando uno jugaba con mouse y teclado.
Is actually really good for me. One of the few who actually plays inverted at the office, and as you can hear, get some flack, but when I'm
simplemente es para los que juegan mucho con control y
easily, then I guess it's all worth it. So.
Y o sea, que cambian mucho su forma de control, ¿no?
It sounds like there's some competition in those.
No.
Well, that again wraps up. Keep sending in the bugs. paladins.com/bugs. You can always submit bug reports there. There's a channel in the Discord for it. We do see your posts on social as well, and usually share those with each other when it's something new. So keep up the due diligence. We're always finding ones on our own with our QA team in the back end. So the more the merrier. The more we have a chance to fix these, which is very important, as well as looks like we're going to transition here to balance. So
bueno, ya nos vamos a notas de balance, que esas son más interesantes.
Adonis take over and talk about some changes coming to Barrick. It looks like he's getting a health reduction.
Yeah, there's only going to be 2 champions on these patch notes for balance, and I'll explain why in the second one. But for now, with all the changes that have gone in, we are reverting Barrick's health increase from last patch.
Nos nerfean a Barrick otra vez. Ya no va a ser el tanque óptimo.
Extra health from 3.2 has really pushed him over the edge into one of the premier characters in our games at all levels. So we're just going to revert that nerf, and we think he will fall back in line with where most of the other top.
La verdad sí está muy up. O sea, yo casi todo el tiempo lo baneaba. Es que es dificilísimo de matar Barrick ya, o sea, muy difícil que era.
Don't ever count Barrick out, all right?
Dang, poor Barrick.
So looks like we got some for Yagoroth. I like the developer commentary on this. Giant space worm is strong. So can you elaborate here with the talent changes, passive, in hand, and
okay.
for why she's so strong?
Le van a reducir su daño al ácido y también su reducción de daño de cuando está parada.
She's very polarizing. She is definitely winning in all queues at all ranks fairly well. Generally, we're seeing some of the team deathmatch and onslaught queues, her win rate skewing significantly too high. And then top end siege, we're seeing her sit around 60 plus.
Sí, a mí también me gustaría que nerfearan a Yagoroth, a Tyra, perdón. Su bomba de fuego está muy tonta, no requiere nada de habilidad, hace muchísimo daño, o sea, como que no.
And then I believe, sorry, I'm lost a little bit. And then her in hand, that was the talent version.
También le van a... O sea, el ácido en general lo están bajando tanto con su habilidad legendaria como sin la habilidad legendaria. O sea, va a hacer menos daño. A mí se me hace ya que sea muy poco daño, la verdad. Aunque sí es molesto porque cubre mucho área, pues. Y también le están reduciendo su salud de cuando te transformas en modo ultimate, pues. Que te estás comiendo un enemigo, le bajaron 500 puntos. No sé, me imagino que para que uses más las cartas que ya tiene. Yo de plano nunca las usaba, las cartas que te aumentaban la salud. Pero bueno.
Again, Giant Space Worm is strong. But, it looks like you have a good eye on her, and the PTS will only help. I know just from seeing how you monitor that. So make sure, too, folks, that when you're playing on the PTS, you give that feedback, whether it's on social, in the official Discord posts.
Y obviamente aquí vamos a
you know,
tener el
it'll
PTS,
be-
chicos.
it'll be-
En cuanto
it'll be looked
salga,
at, even
vamos a
if you don't
estar
get a
probando
reply.
Octavia, todo,
Stuff is
todo, todo,
always,
ya
you
saben.
know, seen for the most part.
Y
But
saludos a los
that wraps
21
up balance.
espectadores.
So that was a short balance section. Unlike the bugs, like bugs on the patch notes, you will be able to see even more that we didn't list. That is it for the balance for this patch. Like Adonis said, it'll be a much, you know, more of a looking at this kind of thing when it goes in the PTS cycle. So, with that,
Al parecer
I
esos
will
son todos
wait
los
no
cambios de
longer
balance, o sea, no van a
to
ser
let you
muchos
know
esta
that we are
vez,
going to go
pero
into
que
our
de
very
bugs,
first ever
de bugs,
event
perdón,
pass,
hay varios más.
which is called Game On.
A ver, el nuevo Battle Pass. Vamos a verlo acá en grande, sí. Ok.
So that was just a little teaser. Little
Ahí
teaser trailer.
estaba
We're gonna be going
Androxus
in-game
y
with a lot of these.
Jing.
Now, I'm sure some of you have seen
Se
our
ve
teasers
el
on
arte como
social,
extraño,
kind of
como
depicting a
muy
game
3D,
theme.
o sea,
Well,
como...
you're right. This is kind of, I believe the inspiration, Adonis, came from the past digitized.
Como muy
in a
lejano
way,
al
right?
arte
Like the
de
digitized
normal
skins that we
de
have in-
Paladins.
This is heavily what influenced this, but we went more heavy on the gamer side with these.
Yeah, that's. I believe that was the case. Originally, we were like, okay, you know, we're talking about what skins we want to do. A lot of times we'll talk about let's revisit some older skins, and one of the themes that we really liked internally and we felt resonated strongly with the players and their feedback were the digitized skins from a couple of years ago. So we brought that style back, but introduced it into, you know, some new and unique ways.
Sí, la verdad a mí este pase por los
and
personajes no me emociona
We're
mucho.
going to get into the skins in a minute,
A
but
ver.
I'd like us to kind of discuss, and I'll give the floor to you two designers as well, the new format. So we're doing away here, folks, with the Battle Pass format, and we're doing a new format called Event Pass. And basically features a single track reward system and visual overhaul. We wanted to address a lot of concerns that players had with this, such as some stuff being a little too grindy, correct, and I believe it's only 24 levels now. Would you care to elaborate?
Yeah, I mean, you hit the
Están
key points.
hablando
So
del
we were looking at our
nuevo
battle
formato
pass.
para el pase de batalla que se va a llamar pase de evento. Contiene una sola línea y ahí van a estar los ítems para los que jugamos gratis y los que están pagando. Solamente 24 niveles y que cada nivel va a ser como algo más, no solamente sprites y cosas feas, ¿no? Y además que miren, los que jueguen de manera gratuita, voy a hacerlo grande porque no se deja ver. Los que jueguen de manera gratuita van a obtener una skin gratis, o sea, bien, buen cambio en ese aspecto.
And then also, you know, there's not 120 levels, there are 24. So there are significantly less levels that you're going through. And I think what's most important is that every time you do level, we want it to feel impactful. Where with 120 levels of a battle pass, you would sometimes
Romanova tiene Baby Yoda atrás, miren.
boosters or gold,
Baby Yoda.
and generally something that maybe not attractive to you.
Y este brother no ha hablado nada en todo el tiempo, ¿eh? Está ahí nomás de adorno.
Sorry, was the grind. So we're going to 24 levels, but there's been some XP adjustments. There will be more XP per level, but overall we have cut the Battle Pass total experience down by about 50%. So it's going.
¿Qué onda, Tato? Pues ya sacaron un teaser y todo, ya lo vimos nosotros. Ahorita vamos a ir por orden, pero lo van a mostrar hoy. Te puedes quedar acá y acá lo vemos.
The overall rewards and get the track. Progress through the track and get the rewards.
Yeah,
and
this
it
whole
is a
system
little
is just
bit-
like really. Oh, sorry. It's just like
I was
really
just going to say
player
it's
friendly.
cheaper, right? Sorry, there's a
Yes,
slight
there-
delay, folks, on the system, so it's like hard for us to.
We're a mess right now. We'll get it figured out though.
Que va a ser más barato al parecer, dice Romanova.
So a couple changes to the system.
Quiere hablar
There will
acá
only
mi
be two
compa
skins, two
Raimut y no
recolors,
lo
the price is
dejan,
going down
pobre.
to,
Cringe, cringe.
400 crystals, and again, actually completing the track will be significantly quicker than it has been in the past. And it has been announced before, but for those who haven't heard, we're going from a 3-month patch cycle to a 2-month patch cycle. So every 2 months we're going to be releasing a new event pass that contains 24 levels. And one of the key elements here that I don't think we've hit on is that one skin will be free. So players that do not typically buy into our battle passes are still able to accrue skins. There'll be some stuff we explain later, but you will be able to go infinite as you had with battle passes. There will be ways to acquire those 400 crystals through both the event pass and another system that we're going to be announcing later.
No, pues miren, están hablando...
We're gonna go on into some of these skins. So your instant unlocks are...
Ya los pases van a cambiar cada 2 meses también.
Avatar Androxus is going to be the instant unlock here. So, yeah, let's get a look at them. Definitely,
Ahí está el Androxus.
I feel the Xbox feels like...
mira, ahí está el Xbox, claro. Y, X,
Yeah,
vea.
I
No,
feel
son los
like
botones de
sitting in a
Xbox.
chair, my feet up on the desk, you know,
A ver, vamos a verlo.
and popcorn. I'm just ready to game hard.
Would you say that you're a real gamer?
It depends. Usually on weekends, weekdays, I'm a little less real.
Okay.
El arma está padre
Look at this
para
skin, though, like,
el modo
they just, like,
competitivo.
completely
Está,
killed it.
está
I mean,
muy
the
chiquita,
other
o
thing
sea,
I was gonna
está
say-
padre.
It's so
No,
thick.
no cubre nada de la pantalla.
It is. It's like everything about this. is
Entonces,
just,
en ese
from
aspecto, el arma
VFX,
está como
you know,
súper
VFX
bien.
Roland, he just destroys it. Our art team nailed it, and then
Muy,
audio,
muy
everything is
chiquita,
just
¿no?
perfect. And Kevin's voice pack on this, I love. I know we'll get into, but this stuff is just great.
Would you say
Bow,
that
está
is
padre el
ultimate,
efecto
you're
del puño.
rising up gamers?
Oof. Oh no.
Ahí les
I don't
dejo
wanna
el
rise
efecto de
up.
sonido, más o menos lo escuchan, ¿no?
Oh,
Del arma.
I think my favorite part of this.
Díganme si necesito subirle más al volumen. Ah, miren, dejó, ahí está la nueva estampa de
Yeah,
muerte.
there's a lot going on.
Un nuevo spray.
This is one of my favorite weapons in our
Se me
game.
preocupa.
It's my absolute favorite weapon,
El spray, miren, dicen,
for
presiona
Androxus.
Alt más
It's a
F4
more
para
traditional
mejorar
controller.
el
It's very
performance
sleek,
del
it's a lot of
equipo.
fun, it feels good,
O sea,
and
está re
sounds
bueno
good.
ese, patrolear. Y miren, la estampa de
And then
muerte.
there's a lot of this like digital 8-bit and kind of throwback.
Ahí está el
retro
reversal. Miren,
effects to this
la
as
estampa de
well.
muerte, ahí la ven, dice
the-
Game
You
Over.
know, just the bits of red and green and black for the reversal, but also the pow when you actually punch someone, which is a lot
El
of-
reversal no sé si me gusta, como
Sound
que...
effects are so sick.
Como que tapa mucho, o sea, ay, no sé.
Is that Thomas?
Alcanza
Is that
a tapar un
Thomas
poquito.
kicking some butt with the sound effects there?
That's a Thomas special for sure.
Look, he's rising up. Rise up, gamers!
La ulti también se ve como medio desmejorada, la verdad, casi no impresiona.
You want to hear
Yeah,
some voice
it's just-
lines?
Yes, I do. Give us the voice lines.
This is a Nico special. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Moji.
Yeah, so
La voz rarísima de
that
la
we
skin
actually
también.
went through with this voice pack is that we actually went for it with a avatar. So this is not really a person. This is a player behind this monitor actually playing Androxus.
Yes.
Ok,
We
ok.
are multi-level. This
O
is
sea, no es Androxus como tal,
multifaceted.
es
We're
un robot.
deep in it now, right? We're through the looking glass of Androxus, and I think it kills it. I love it.
Es Chapi, ¿verdad? El de la
Exactly.
peli.
So, looks like we are ready to potentially get into our next one here. So,
Ahí está la de
this is
Ying.
Full Dive Ying. So if you saw our team
Está también como una Jing
very
realidad virtual,
VR
¿no? Con su visor.
themed. We were looking through a VR in 1P at her weapon there in the teaser. that
Mira,
we
ahí está el
posted on
arma.
social.
Era el arma de
And,
Jing. Ya.
Yeah, looks like we'll be getting into
Do we
her
know
in
what
game
kind of
soon. I
VR
love the color
headset?
scheme.
Do we know what she's using? Like, what's she rocking?
Reach out
She's
to our
going
business
Oculus?
account and maybe you can
Okay.
be sponsored.
Yeah. Is that
and
that
by
the
business
is
accounts,
that
I mean my personal PayPal.
Yeah.
I got people like way
I'll link that.
excited too with these teasers. People thinking that Paladins was coming to VR. I was like,
Oh.
no. No.
Ahí
just
está
Ying.
nuestra querida
Just Ying.
Jing. A ver.
Ying has VR.
A ver el clon. Ahí
Yeah,
está
this
el
is a
arma.
great skin. Again, I mean, like, I'll sound like a broken record, but
El arma está
the entire
padre.
team has just utterly destroyed it. They've made these. They're so much fun to play with. They look great. The voice.
Ah,
pack
yo
done
pensé
by
que los
another
clones se
Kevin
iban a ver
is
como
just
en la
excellent. Everything is
imagen.
just spot on with this character.
Que se iban a ver acá como digitales.
Yeah,
Ahí está el arma.
I think this was a lot. This patch was a lot of fun for the team as well.
Yeah.
You know, all of us are game developers, and so being a little meta about.
Bueno, cuando
skins
truenan
that are
sí
meant
como
to
que se alumbran,
represent
pero
gaming
igual.
in general, You get a lot
Me
of
hubiese
really
gustado
neat
que se
stuff out
vieran
of it.
como
I'm a big fan of the
los de la
whole,
esquina
like, the
egipcia,
skin
¿sí se
VR
acuerdan?
suit.
O sea, que
I
se
think
ven
it looks really good. And
distintos.
you can see like the gloves and the gauntlets on her hands.
Igual se ven padre cuando
Yeah,
truenan y
I
eso.
really like just I don't want to like spoil it too much, but I like her recolor a lot. The res Ying. We'll get into that after this. We're not
Ahí está
showing
la
that yet. We're
ulti,
gonna show
pero
you
igual no
slash
la
that, not
vemos.
the in-game. But this one specifically though is just such a cool design. The effects, just like the Androxus one, the effects on these. I know we say this like every update show, but the effects just keep getting better and better. I don't know what Roland's doing. Oh, that is my
Otro
favorite.
spray,
Can we
también
do that
medio
can we do that again?
tirándole al lado
Can we do that spray
tóxico.
again? Just the best
Dice,
3D
has
spray
muerto por de incompetencia, o sea,
Real throwback there with the Oregon Trail.
es como para tirárselo a los enemigos o
Yeah, this stuff is
está,
it's great. And you know,
denso ese.
when we're playing in playtest, we get some of those sprays. You don't even feel bad when they put it on there end of game. You know, you feel like you lost, and you know that's okay. I was incompetent, obviously, and it feels fine. Makes sense.
My goodness. Let's get into some of her voice lines. How about it?
A ver, la voz.
What a great game, everyone! Yippee! Yippee! You're great at this game! You're great at this game! You're great at this game!
Would you say that she's hype, Kevin?
Rock. Oh yeah.
La verdad, mucho más decente que la de Androxus. O sea, la voz esta sí está bien creada.
Sinking.
Would you say that she's hype?
I think
Is
she's
there like a joke or a pun I'm missing here?
No, I'm just
would you
asking.
say
Can you find
would you say her headset
I'm
might
not-
be a Hyper X?
Oh, see, I'm not. I'm not
Oh,
like
gamer
Nico. I
gamer
don't know.
jokes. Gamer
Gamer. I
gamer
don't-
puns. I don't have Nico here to help me with this. So.
La voz de
Yeah.
Androxus no me gustaba
does the
nada,
puns.
Esta de
I
Jinx sí
used
está
to
mucho
hate
más...
coming up with some interesting puns,
o sea,
and
tiene
I'm
más
just
sentido
waiting
a
for it.
como lo es la skin, vamos.
Okay.
Ying,
Well,
more
There's some
like
Ghost Right sometimes.
ring.
Yeah. am
Aquí
I
está el
right?
recolor de la de Jinx.
But here we go. This is the one I was telling you about, folks. I just really love the color scheme on this.
Mhm.
You know,
No
other
sé
one, this
cómo
is your
será
level
dentro del
18
juego,
unlock,
pero
by the
aquí en
way.
el arte
So as
gráfico
you're
se me hace
progressing
muy
through this,
similar a
event
otras
pass,
skins que ya
this
tiene
will be
Jinx.
part of it. And then we can
Aunque está
transition here in a
padre.
second as well to your level 24 unlock, which is modded Androxus. There
Ah,
it is.
wow, este recolor
RGB
de
to
Androxus
death,
sí
I love
está,
it.
RGB,
está muy, muy
yep,
chido.
that's
Trae
my,
RGB,
That's my favorite part.
para más FPS.
Gotta show you're a gamer.
Este
with
recolor
the-
bien,
yeah.
bien.
The shiny colors. But
Yeah.
I mean, once again,
Este va a
like, I
ser el
think the
último
team killed it.
desbloqueable en el level
Also, if I recall,
24.
there was some special work put into the capes on these skins.
Les recuerdo
you
que el
all
nuevo
actually, like,
evento,
in-game
el
capes
nuevo
flow
pase
much
de
better
evento
than
va a tener solo
the
24
previous cape
niveles.
elements that we've had in the
Y
past.
este va a ser el último desbloqueable. Está muy padre, la verdad. Miren, aquí también tiene botones, no los había visto.
Check that out.
But yeah, just to let you know, some
No
other
estoy seguro
things
si
that you'll
están en
be
el
able to
orden de
get,
Xbox,
but we
pero creo que sí.
aren't going to be just showing off right now, but you'll be able to see them in PTS. Is we have some emotes that will be included while leveling up, and MVPs as well in the in this event pass format. So there are 2 emotes you'll be able to get in this event pass from playing through it. One for Ainara that is called Drumline. So use your imaginations, and you'll love it when you see it as well. We won't spoil everything.
Nos
Zin
hablan de
will
los
have one as well,
emoticones.
called Flowing Form, and an MVP is coming for Eevee that is called Night Out. So
Va a haber nuevos
I'm pretty
emoticones
excited for
para
those,
Shin
but
y
with
para
that being said,
Inara.
we have some more
Y
goodies
nueva
that tie
pose de
into
victoria
the,
para Eevee
yeah,
en el
we
pase.
have some more goodies going into tying into event passes as well as just being part of the general game now. And it's something
Son
that
4
involved a lot
skins,
of
son
really
4
big
skins,
UI
chicos.
changes and UI work into the game.
Faltan.
I know you two are excited about it. I know our team has been excited about this, and it's called Trials of the Realm. And we have a specific one for this update coming that ties into Game On, but I'll let you two kind of explain Trials of the Realm. And before I say it, for those who were a fan of the map of the realm that we revealed
¿Qué onda,
late
Héctor?
last year, yeah, there's the map. This is going to be the basis for the Trials of the Realm. So go ahead and explain a little bit to
A ver
what's going on
esto.
Yeah, I'm not sure if had planned to go in game, but I would love to if we can. Maybe Anthony can see if it's actually set
Al
up.
parecer
We
está
are kind of
hablando de
finishing,
un nuevo modo de
and
juego,
polishing
¿eh?
some work before I get into PTS, so don't criticize some of the smaller issues that you may see. But at a high level, we are doing away with what you understand and know about challenges for battle passes in the new event pass moving forward.
Oh, there
Miren,
it
aquí
is.
está.
Yeah, awesome.
Heck yeah.
So the previous system of challenges where you got the battle pass and you had 60 challenges.
Ah, no.
has
Son
gone
los,
away where they only awarded
los,
XP.
los
Now
retos.
we are actually going to have a new system called Trials of the Realm that is going to come along with every event pass. Now, if we go back to the beginning of the
Ok,
page, you'll
están
see that
padres.
there
Son
are
como
8
nuevos
regions that
eventos,
represent,
como más
iconic
entretenidos.
regions, in the Paladins world. These will not all be unlocked at the
O
start
sea,
of
son
the event
como
pass.
nuevos
Every
estos los
single
challenge. Se me va la palabra en
one new
español
region
de
will
qué es
unlock, and
challenge.
so at the start of patch
eh,
3's release, we will only have trade roll
Pues
available.
estos objetivos, ¿no? Que tienes tú por cumplir
and
como
so we wanna do a
misiones.
couple
O sea, las
things.
misiones
We really wanted
pequeñas que
players
teníamos.
to,
O sea, este es el nuevo
progress
formato de
challenges, I think,
misiones.
in a more interesting, fun, and engaging way
Y se ve como
with
más,
our
sí,
world
más
map and lore,
atractivo,
which is
pues,
something that we
¿no?
wanna continue
Porque el
to
otro era
explore
estar ahí
throughout 1.5.
leyendo y como
So
que
if we
no
dive into
invitaba
trade
tanto a
row here,
completarlo. O
10
sea,
of the others are locked for now, and that this is week 1. Players will have access to the trade row.
y al parecer va a haber
challenge hub,
regalos. Miren, hasta
which contains
cristales.
3 iconic
50 cristales,
locations from
emoticones.
the Paladins,
O sea,
realm,
wow.
the Paladins realm. Paladins lore.
50 cristales son demasiados. Me gusta, me gusta.
Are just some other iconic locations like the Ruby Throne, where Leon reigns.
Sí,
And
retos, ¿no? O
players
sea,
will have
son los retos.
challenge hubs to complete in each region, which contain 5 individual challenges. Players will only have access to 2 challenge hubs at a single time, which is not properly displayed here, but you will actually have 2 tickets at the start of each patch, which are going to be shown on the bottom there. And then every time you complete a challenge hub, you get a new ticket, so you can then go and unlock a new challenge hub. So
Miren,
you'll
miren,
unlock
o
a
sea.
challenge hub, and then it will contain 5 challenges for you to complete. And every single set of challenges has their own reward tied to it. And so we have got a lot of secondary cosmetic content, so sprays, avatars, 3D sprays as well. You'll also find crystals and game on event pass levels.
Bien, bien.
So if you are a player who maybe is not interested in game on,
O sea, nos
levels
van a
because you
desbloquear
have,
sprays y cosas así.
grinded
O sea,
out the first week of the new patch, and you want to focus on unlocking, secondary content or crystals, you can actually target which rewards you want to focus on. And so these will not
va a haber 300
relock,
cristales en total para
each
de
week.
estos,
This is
de
something
los
that every
retos.
week a new set of 3 locations and challenge hubs actually unlock.
60,000
if
de
you
oro.
don't touch the game on a patch cycle
Y
until
esto
week
que dice
7 or week 8, you can come
7
in
algo, o
and
sea.
actually still go back and complete every single challenge that had been released for that event pass. And then so every event pass, once again, like
4 avatares, 6 sprites y una post MVP para Maldamba.
But most of it right now is secondary content. And for
Bien,
currency,
bien, o
it's
sea, va a haber
primarily
regalos
crystals.
cada
So
que
there will
hagamos
be,
varios
I
retos, o
believe
sea,
it is
está mucho
300,
mejor que antes nos daban 2
gold
títulos
crystals,
feos.
contained in every Trials of the Realm, new Trials of the Realm for each event pass.
Más entretenido, la verdad.
Right here, the information
Ah,
that I
7
have
tickets
says
de evento,
300 total
claro.
crystals,
Los puedes cambiar por
7
lo que tú
total
quieras.
game on event pass levels. 60,000
Ah, no,
total
no, son
gold,
para subir de
as well
nivel,
as,
perdón.
I believe there's 4 avatars, 6 sprays, and 1 MVP.
Es para que
code for
subas
this
de
one
nivel.
as rewards
7
that you'll be able
tickets
to
de
get.
esos.
And you can probably see those in the update notes, like if you physically want to see them. I believe the avatars and sprays are listed, folks. The MVP pose is for Maldamba, so also really exciting that you can get all this kind of stuff from here as well.
O sea, como
just
que
new
nos
ways to
quitan
get, content
cosas que
that
vendían
is,
en
you
el
know,
pase de
also
batalla
new
y las ponen
and
acá en los
exciting,
retos.
and as you see,
Mucho
like,
mejor. Me
it
imagino
looks
que
like
los
they're gonna
jugadores
be themed around whatever each event
que
pass
juegan
is
de
as well
manera
to tie into
gratuita,
them.
pues también los van a poder
So,
obtener. O sea, eso está
it's a way
bastante
for
bien.
all kind of players to kind of get involved and have some more stuff to do and a more fun and engaging way, I think, to do challenges in the game.
Yeah,
So-
and it feels like a journey, right? It feels like you're going somewhere. That's what I appreciate. I like to walk and see new things. Thank you, Paladins.
Yeah, thank you, Paladins.
Pobre
not
ese
adjusted
Raimo,
to
no manchen,
Paladins.
está
Thanks,
completamente
Paladins.
desubicado ahí.
But
Also,
with that being said,
shout out.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh,
go.
I just wanted
You
to
go.
shout out some of the members of our team. Jeff Belio, 2D concept art lead. He's the one who drew that map and really, I think, made it pop. Not really shown in there, but there's actually different visuals depending on whether you've unlocked the region or whether it's locked, unlocked, or completed. So you'll actually see the map visuals shifting as you actually go through your journey in the Trials of the Realm. And then also Cam,
Yeah,
our
shoutouts to Cam.
UI UX designer.
Me gusta, me
fantastic
gusta. O
job
sea,
on
va a
this
ser.
as well.
Yo los retos,
And
la verdad,
programming
si les soy
from
honesto,
Benjamin Fix.
ni. O sea, los
Yeah,
completaba,
yeah.
pero. Porque se completaban
Amazingly
solos,
talented
porque
team
iba
indeed.
jugando
And
eso,
with
pero.
that said, more talented pieces of work that we're gonna get into. All right. We have a new mount for you all, and we're gonna
nuevo mapa,
There is a
vamos a ver.
Sparkling Stallion mount coming.
No, montura, perdón.
Wow.
Whoa.
Trade in
I feel
my
like I've seen
Honda
that
for
before.
that.
Yeah.
Una nueva montura, pero creo que la vi
This
carísima,
will be
chicos.
available,
$14.99.
For, I believe, $14.99 US.
¡Wow!
Contains
O sea,
the
149
Sparkling
pesos
Stallion
mexicanos. Más
mount, as
cara
well
que
as
la del
200
dragón.
crystals and 1 deal of the day token. So there's a look at it. I like its bow. Oh, look at those. Look at
Pero va a incluir 200
the
cristales
colors,
Look at that
the
trail.
rainbow.
y
Yeah.
una
The
fichita
trail
para
up
que
the
compremos una oferta del día.
trail.
This
Sí, se parece mucho a la de
This mouse is a lot of
unicornio, a
fun.
la de San Valentín.
also,
Simplemente
for those
esta
that
está
are
más
wondering, this is actually
detallada,
going
o
to
sea,
be
está
replacing
más,
the Dragon
el
Rider
caballito es
pack, so
blanco, tiene
if
un
you want to
muñeito,
get that mount now,
va sacando ese
I
arcoíris
would
como
do
de
so before
pony,
patch 3
¿no? O
because
sea,
this will be the new mount DLC pack that we actually have.
miren, aquí lo que incluye, o sea, está cara, $14.99 es la montura, 200 cristales,
With the unicorn.
pero también
And,
una
yeah.
oferta del
Unicorn
día,
indeed.
o sea, eso está
overall,
bien, o sea, porque la
mount's
oferta del
pretty
día
exciting,
vale
as well as, I
vale
would
otro
say
monto,
now,
pues, entonces
if you don't
está
use
más o
that
menos.
mount when you're playing as Rom, you're a coward.
O sea, creo que podría
So,
valer porque hay veces ofertas del día bastante buenas.
You need
Entonces
to play
está,
Rom and ride the beautiful
está un poquito el
Sparkling
precio,
Stallion
pues está
mount.
más cara la del dragón,
But
realmente.
with that, we are going to transition into, we have a new chest coming. And I know a lot of you have been wondering who these other 2 skins that we've been teasing are, since they are not in the event pass. We have a chest called the Digital World Chest. But the thing that we're going to first show you here is one of the skins. The chest will be available March 31st for 400 crystals each roll. Champion skins in there.
¡Órale!
We have Digitized Bomb King.
Al
Digitized
parecer
Nara,
las skins del pase
Battlesuit
sí nada más
Ebola,
van a
and
ser
a few
2.
others.
La
But
de
the
Rama y
important
la de
ones are
Imani
these
van
new
a venir
ones
en un
that
cofre.
are a Rom and Imani skin. So we are going to go into the splash here
Wow.
of
O sea, van a ser 2
Rom.
skins, pero bueno, los
R-O-M.
ahí está, miren la de Ram.
R-O-M. Rom.
Pero los eventos de pase esos van a durar solamente 2 meses.
More RGB. Yes, please.
Ahí está el
Never
Ram.
get
Give me all
enough.
the
This
RGB.
this skin is a lot of fun.
Entonces sí son nada más
I
2
think one of my
skins,
favorite
chicos.
elements
Y
once we
estas de
actually get
Imani y
into
de
the
Ram
game
van a ser
is
para
the
compra.
Juggernaut on ROM is always seeing what Rollin
O
cooks up,
sea,
from a VFX
no sé,
perspective. So the
sentimientos
trail you see,
encontrados. La skin, la verdad,
maybe a
esta Ram
throwback
sí
to
está.
some,
Bueno, a
who
mí
are
esta sí
aware
me
of it.
está muy chida, la que más me ha gustado. Pero lamentablemente de compra.
Just look at the weapon too.
Wow.
Like it
O
just
sea, está muy chida, eso sí.
the colors like going in and out. Yeah.
Ooh.
As always,
Oh, yeah.
our weapons, our entire weapons department killing it.
Makes me think of
I'm not sure if
sprinkles.
Adam or
No dejan escuchar bien, pero tiene efectos cuando dispara. Ay, se le está trabando. Es de origen, es de origen. Ahí está el arma.
Here we go.
Cuando corre. También tiene un efecto, miren.
Oh my
It's just so good.
goodness.
It's wild.
Estos bestias no dejan escuchar, pero bueno.
running at you is very scary, I must say.
Está padre, está padre.
Yeah.
Ah, miren, ahí saca ramps. Cuando son ramps. Memoria RAM.
Just shut up and take my money. This is my first time seeing the charge in game.
No, bueno, la
wait.
skin de RAM está
Look,
muy,
do it
muy
again.
padre. Muy padre.
It's so good. Oh,
Is he saying frag them?
Wow.
Yeah.
Híjole, pero ya hay que
Saying
meterle
frag them.
cristales,
Oh
o
my
sea.
goodness.
Pero tal vez nos van a dar más
What does
cristales de
the button
forma
say on
gratis,
his
o sea.
gun? It's, seems a little toxic. Oh,
Ay, no dejaron mostrar bien que sacó.
what did it say? Alt F4? What happens? Should I try that right?
F4.
Should I try that right now? Hang
A
on.
ver.
Yeah, do it.
This bad.
Whoa, look at that.
Alex?
Look at those.
Oh, he's still here.
Ah, son
Those
memes.
tasty memes,
Hilera,
as they say.
son memes. Life is.
We have a lot of fun.
Bueno, está rara. Está,
I'm
sí, está
actually
padre, está
surprised.
divertido.
Oh
That
my
was like,
goodness.
I
It's
can't
raining.
believe
It's raining memes.
These
Hilera, fuck, están padres. No, bueno, esta skin está
When I
muy,
think of
muy
ROM,
bien.
I think of memes.
Muy, muy bien elaborada, la verdad. Me gusta, me gusta.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, this whole skin, it's a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of very fun visuals with it. The weapon is like
Ah,
shines. I'm a big fan
miren,
of
la
stolen
arma cuando
weapons.
va
Actually
disparando
rotating
le empiezan a
versus the
salir
RGB color
cuernitos.
scheme.
Ahí
You
donde está
actually
la
see that
calavera,
button too,
si
to
disparas mucho
the
tiempo
right
le
side of it.
salen cuernos.
Yeah.
A ver
And
si lo
they
muestran
also
de nuevo,
have
pero
a,
igual cuando analicemos
as
lo
well
vamos
that
a
it
ver.
will not be in the chest. It will be
La voz,
available
la
for
voz.
direct purchase is a other color variant of this skin.
Good job.
We'll get into that after the voice lines.
Functionality
Sorry.
confirmed. Good job. Sarcasm functionality
Oh, it's-
confirmed.
I like this aggressive computer, but you know,
Of error.
like I
La
wanna
voz
hang
está
out with
chida,
Rom, and I'm
está
also a little
chida.
terrified. It's a good place to be.
Just kidding.
W-O-O-O. That's the best way to say woo, actually.
Está como muy de Doom,
W-O-O-O.
¿no? No sé, quien haya jugado Doom,
Electric chickens.
Yeah.
se escucha
So,
como
I
al,
was mentioning
al...
heat sink, Rom, and
a la
here it
máquina
is.
que te
We're
habla.
gonna Go right into
Aquí
it
está la
here.
otra skin, el recolor.
Definitely a
Como más
fiery,
RAM, ¿no? Como más de fuego.
variant here. It
También
makes me
está
think as
padre,
if
como
my
les digo, como
PC
más
had
de Doom.
melted.
Esta es como muy Doom,
my
la
PC is
voz,
on
la
fire.
skin.
That
Está
is
muy padre.
literally what this makes me think of. Is I might need to go get a new hard drive, but you know, this one hits the hard drive home for
Yeah,
RAM
this
here.
one can burn and never burn out, right? So that's what ROM does.
Yeah.
And I believe this skin will be available for 800 crystals direct purchase. So the
Yes,
base
Estas
is in the
skins se
digital
pueden
roll chest,
comprar de
and
manera
this recolor is
directa
available for direct purchase.
por 800 cristales.
And with that, we're gonna get
Chin.
into our next skin here for Imani, named Imani.
Y Manny, a ver.
And
Ah, está
here
padre.
she
Who named
A
is.
ver,
these,
vamos a
honestly?
verla.
Probably Nico.
Ah, miren el dragón también se ve muy padre.
Probably Nico.
Wow, me gusta. Tiene aquí el efecto del hielo
This is
en
the
las
thing,
muñecas.
Alex, Kevin's not here, so if anything goes wrong, we can just blame him, and he can't defend
Wow.
himself.
A Imani siempre le hacen
No.
Well, I
skins
think we
muy
came up with
padres,
these
la
together, so
verdad.
it's definitely a dig against myself as well.
El cabello se ve
It's very
súper
good. When I
padre.
say who named these, it's kind of like, is there an Oscars for the video game world, and can we make it? Because this is great.
Oh, I mean, I award myself Oscars for naming every
Every day. Ooh, look at
Oh,
that.
the
Those
frost
cute eyes.
bomb.
Bien, bien. De hecho, esa bola de hielo hasta está más padre que la que tiene antes.
So great.
A ver el fuego.
Yeah,
Man.
more of kind of these 8-bit effects, very similar to, again, our digitized line from a couple years ago. A lot of fun with these.
Bien, o sea, los
I love
efectos
that
pues
she's
están
kind
como
of
tienen
like
que
the,
ser, ¿no?
the 8-bit.
O sea, de 8 bits, pues.
It's kind of like the Bomb King.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, even though it looks so cool, there's just so many terrifying Amani players, and at least in our playtest that I
Ay,
see
lo
this,
que no,
and it gives
todavía
me
no
nightmares,
estoy
'cause I know
seguro
I'm
si
about
me,
to
o sea, voy a tener que gastarle
destroyed
a
very
este juego
quickly.
ya, aunque no quiera,
Yes, you will be melted.
nomás
as
por
they would say.
ser youtuber.
When we look at our ultimate here, yeah, we're gonna,
Ah,
we're gonna
miren el
need to
dragón.
try and switch this to oh.
Yo se los puedo
there we
mostrar en
go.
tercera persona, a ver si ellos lo pueden hacer. Yo sí puedo. Cuando
I love breathing.
salga la beta lo voy a hacer.
Pixels and
I thought you were just gonna say I love breathing. I do too.
I do love breathing.
Ay Dios, Romanova, métele unos
All
efectos
those
a tu micro,
polygons. That's what
mija.
I meant to say, not pixels. All those
No
polygons
manches.
that we got there.
Se avientan unos ruidos.
Yeah. So good.
Killing spree.
El fuego, sí, está muy padre.
There
Ahí
it
está el
is. There
spray
it
de
is.
nuevo.
Item
Creo que nos...
incompetence.
Es el de ella.
Yeah,
Está...
and then you got to spray with this skin as well.
Ah, ese
And
no
then
lo
you
habían
got one with
mostrado.
the
Mira,
player
ahí están las
select with
4
all
skins.
four
Está
these
padre
lovely,
ese sprite
lovely
también.
skins. So
Yeah,
let's
every
get
piece
a
is
view.
just so good.
Yeah, absolutely. And we should get a look here before we go into seeing what her recolor looks like of her voice lines. Take it away.
Why do my friends keep inviting me to bonfire parties? I like my current save point. Oh, oops. JJ. Oh, you're playing great. Oh, you're playing great. Yeah, I am pretty good if I do say so myself. Run the gauntlet. I've beaten it more times than you can count.
Se me hace muy genérica la voz, muy genérica, o sea, no transmite el efecto como Bytes, se escucha nada más como de otra chica de estas de color de barrio, no sé, no, muy genérica la voz. Bueno, ahí está el recolor. El recolor va a ser moradito, se ve bien.
Be available for direct purchase, folks, for 800 crystals. And the other one, the e-money, will be available in the digital world chest. So,
o sea, los
with
recolors
that
van a
said,
costar
I'm
800
just gonna go
cristales
over a
y las
couple chests
normales
as
van a
well that
salir
are
en
coming,
cofre
just
de
to
400.
kind of talk about it. These
Oh,
are
wow,
also
o sea,
on
eso es
the,
como muchos
update
cristales
notes as
más,
well.
o sea,
The 10
comparación de
chest
antes, o
we have the
sea.
Battle Pass 2019 chest coming, which will be April 14th, and that'll have various shore patrol skins you haven't seen yet. Since the Battle Pass, it'll have pirate treasure skins you might have not seen yet since the Battle Pass, and some of the Wild West skins, as well as some other ones, I think, like Steelforge, etc., thrown in there from previous ones. But those are the 3 Battle Pass 2019 ones, like kind of making their way back there. As well as we have an Arcane chest coming, which will feature Dark Monarch Lane.
Van a sacar, o sea, nuevo cofre también para compra del 2019, de las pases de batalla del 2019. Y bueno, el arcano, que también es de este pase de batalla, el de la comunidad, no sé si se acuerdan, pero bueno,
es... Community 2021 chest. This is a start of something great for all of you. That chest will be available on May 10th, but not for purchase. It will be one that how we do weekend bonuses where we give you avatars and different things. There will be a time during the anniversary of Paladins, since this is the first theme is based off the anniversary of Paladins, where you'll be able to, just from playing the game, get free rolls on this chest. And the pieces inside are
van a sacar también el avatar, el cofre de la comunidad 2021, que es el de los avatares. No sé si se acuerdan que hubo un concurso de avatares. Y por estar jugando, o sea, vamos a tener giros para ese cofre y ir abriendo, pues.
Seen a little bit about today on social and maybe the last couple days.
Y bueno, vamos a ver ya a Octavia. Seguramente van a mostrar el teaser que ya vimos hace ratito, pero bueno, vamos a verlo de nuevo.
Commander Octavia?
I'm God of you. This isn't over yet. For the round.
Ahí está, ya lo habíamos visto yo. Quien llegó temprano al stream conmigo, ya lo habíamos visto.
There she is, folks. Octavia, the Indomitable.
Ahí está Octavia. Es
probably one of my favorite human champions.
No nos muestran mucho, como que parece su ulti y su disparo, ¿no? No más.
Work that has gone into her design from the design side, which is one of the reasons we have Alex here today. Alex was the designer for her, as well as she was concepted by Jasmine, who works for us. Shout outs to Jasmine for really pushing and giving her that beautiful look that she has, and making her just such you know, a tough and strong looking champion to be this fierce, you know, leading kind of lady that we have here in front of us. But I'll let you take the floor here.
A ver, ya por fin va a hablar el Raidmod, que creo que es el que diseñó a Octavia.
Yeah. So yeah, this is my very first champ. This is our next champion after Yagharoth. This is Octavia, the Indomitable. And real quick before we start, just let's appreciate that cinematic, because I think we've only had it up for a little bit, but it's just like everyone has just been blown away by it. It does her justice. It does everyone justice that's in that trailer. But I just want another shout out to just that whole thing, because it's really cool. But yeah, so we have this new champion, Octavia. She is definitely the commander.
Ah, miren, ahí está su recolor, ya lo está mostrando, ¿no?
She takes the
Está padre, wow. El recolor, o no sé, o es un efecto de luz distinta o algo, porque la capa se sigue viendo blanca. Como que está a contraluz, pues, no sé.
To fight, but not just for her side. She's fighting for something larger. She has this the difficult task of dealing with something like Yagharoth and what she can do against them. She's a little bit older. She's risen up through the ranks, but she's not affiliated with a lot of our other champions. And she's someone that made a name for herself, and she gets out there and she's going to help her team and also be a good person, because that's kind of what Octavia is all about.
Yeah,
okay.
I think her story's been so cool, and it was a blast kind of working on the influencer kits that went out to people.
Ahí está ya, por fin. A ver, Octavia en primera persona. Está en tercera persona. Como ven, tiene una...
she has a prosthetic leg.
Una pierna prostética.
You can see it there. I've seen people, and I asked this myself about... This is one of her ones she wears for combat. I would assume she has,
a ver, primera persona. Es como un rifle semiautomático, ¿eh? No crean que es sniper ella. Es un rifle semiautomático, o sea, como tipo Lian, raro, o sea. Vamos a ver ahorita.
Yeah, she can do anything.
Is it possible to easily showcase her passive at the start of this? Because I think this is her passive really embodies what Alex was saying.
Apparently, yes.
Okay.
Tambo says.
Anthony's already ready. He's already prepared for this. So I'll let Alex run through what her kit is specifically and kind of the major.
Sí, como una FAL, ¿no? O sea, una...
Okay.
A ver, vamos a ver qué nos muestran.
So I guess what we could start even before you get a look at this gun here, but we and I do think you need to be in the spawn room to make those changes, but we can just take a look at this gun real quick. This is the first look. This is her marksman rifle. This is the type of champion that we wanted to design. An interesting note, we wanted to, on design side, is take the concept of, can we make a weapon.
Ahí está la F, un disparillo. La F es como un jetpack, pero no puede levitar al parecer, solamente saltó. Mucho cooldown, Pareció el de Tiberius, pero mucho más rápido la activación, ¿sí vieron? O sea, muy rápido la activación. Ahí está ya disparando.
So you see, it's kind of that semi-automatic style. I have to pull the trigger for every shot that I make. So I'm not holding it down and just letting it fire.
O sea, tienes que disparar. O sea, tú tienes que picar, como era Alex antes.
And this is the unaimed. This is our non-ADS fire right now with the marksman rifle, which, interestingly, to try and get around some of the problems of just running up on a champion, we'll get into it, but her rate of fire is a little higher when she's not ADS'd, and it also does a little bit less damage. So that's just not, we don't want players to run up and just, pull the trigger right in someone's face and say, good night.
¿Cómo hizo eso? O sea, no vi que...
But yeah, if we could take a look at the passives real quick, now that we're back in the spawn.
O sea, ahí disparó mucho más rápido, ¿no?
Let's see what she's working with. So this is a big change. This is something new for our champions. And I'm really excited to see how players use it. So at the beginning of a match, you're going to have 4 different passives to choose from. You'll only be able to choose one, and it will stay with you for the rest of the match, for you and your team. So we could take a look real quick. We've got Commander's Cooldown. That's going to give me and my team 10% decreased cooldowns on all of my abilities except the ultimate.
What? So esto suena super roto para la comandante.
That's my alt ability. Anything that I use is going to have a 10% cooldown. Now,
10% menos de cooldowns para todo el equipo por toda la partida. O sea, what the fuck? Es demasiado, ¿no?
So this is for every 5 champions eliminated by my team, every member gains 150 credits. So this is just
por cada campeón, por cada 5 campeones eliminados,
we're getting
Por el
more
equipo
credits as a team,
ganamos
right?
más
We're getting that
créditos, o
war
sea,
chest,
parecido a lo que hace
and
el
we're
Lex.
saying,
O
like,
sea, eso para
yeah, I
comprar
wanna make
más
more
objetos
purchases.
en la
I'm
tienda.
gonna choose this if I
También
want to give
súper
my
roto.
team a little more, they can make independent
O sea,
choices.
¿esto qué onda? Está
Next, we have
como
Commander
muy
Shield.
roto. Esto se me hace
This one's really
rotísimo.
interesting. This one was kind of what we wanted from the beginning. It was one of the first things we
Tu
designed.
equipo recibe
But this
500 de
is
escudo
every time I respawn,
cada
I get a
que
500 point personal shield. So you think of like a Torvald
cada
bubble shield.
que
It is 500
reapareces.
points.
No
It's
sé si
not
me
huge,
imagino
but
que
that's
dura
gonna
para
give you just a little
siempre.
bit of extra time in that initial fight. Once it's destroyed, it goes
Wow.
away until you die and respawn, and then you get it back.
O sea,
And
un escudo
lastly,
cada que
but not
aparece
least,
si
we have
llegas
Commander's
hacia el
Ultimate,
campo de
and right
batalla.
now, it gives you and your entire team 15% increased alt rate charge
Y
for
luego
the entire match.
15% de carga
So again,
adicional a todo el
that's
equipo. Ah, ¿esto qué
really
onda?
nice.
Esto
You
está
can
muy
stack it. It's like
roto.
a
Todas las
1.5
habilidades están
of the
rotísimas
morale
para la
boost, and it's just
comandante.
something that, hey, I want to give this team because I like my comp. I want to give them
O sea,
a little more
no, esto ya...
oomph when they're
up.
choosing
O
their
sea, a
ult.
mí
So
ya me suena
this whole
hacia
idea, this passive system, is
roto.
just to give Octavia that
Roto,
choice
roto,
when she
roto,
jumps into
roto.
the match and she's like, how do I want to play? How do I want my team to play? And like, how do I want to counter what the other team has? So this is just to play into that idea that
O
she's
sea,
a commander
roto.
and
No,
she
no,
has
no. O
maybe
sea, hay ultis
access to
super
things
chetadas,
that some of our other
drogos,
champs don't.
Shin, o sea,
And
no,
whenever
no,
you
no,
select
¿qué
one,
onda?
we do a
Jing,
lot of really good UI work.
imagínense.
Cam
O
and
sea,
our
esto también
programming
de
and
los
the team made
cooldowns,
it
¿qué
look
onda?
really
O sea,
awesome.
todo
So
está
you get to
roto,
choose
muy,
this.
muy roto.
Jeff did
No lo
this.
entiendo.
These great 2D arts here. I think these look awesome. And whenever you choose one, we also will display it in your loadout screen so that as an enemy, I know exactly that the enemy team or my team, I can highlight over it and I can
O sea, además
see
tiene un
what we
talento legendario,
picked
además de
and
las
what idea
habilidades
you should play
pasivas.
around.
Wow.
And we didn't want these to be really complicated, right? These are pretty simple to understand. I don't have to radically
¿Qué
change my
onda? No, o
playstyle.
sea,
I can
ya
just give you a
es que no hay forma de que
little
no
extra
corras
strategy in your
a Octavia en tu equipo. O sea, ¿cómo?
And I don't know, like, what do you think, Kevin? How do you feel the passives have been in like playtests?
Yeah, they're interesting. I think
En todos los campeones, pues quizá, si no lo confirman, pues va a ser el juego como más frenético, ¿no? O sea,
well as it emphasizes what this character is trying to do from a thematic standpoint.
a ver, ahí
Which is
está el
be a
arma.
commander and provide, opportunities for her team to succeed, rather than be something that is, more selfish options where she just gets, stronger damage. It is something that is.
Están
what is
diciendo
best for
que
my
es
team,
como
and I,
exclusivo de
from a
ella
design
porque es una
standpoint, really love
comandante.
that an Octavia player gets to make that choice. And
Como es
depending
una
on the
comandante, o
situation,
sea, tiene
some-
esas habilidades
or the
adicionales.
matchups, like some passives may work better against
Y es que además tiene
specific comp
talento
or with
legendario,
specific
chicos. O
comp.
sea, es que no puede ser. Eso es cambia el
really
juego
excited to see
por
kind of
completo. O sea, no, no,
how
no, no.
players, when they get their hands on her, are selecting their passives.
Correct. I mean, it's a lot of fun to look at the other passive in a match, especially when there's two Octavias and you start to think like, okay, maybe they're going to have this personal bubble shield. Maybe am I going to like attack that very first point differently or after they respawn? So it's just like an interesting, small but impactful change. But we can go in, and if it wasn't said before, she is our damage. She's a new damage champion. She has 2,200 health. And we had started to look at it a little bit, but we have this marksman rifle. We had done a little bit of that un-ADS, or, where I'm just kind of firing the weapon.
A ver,
really
vamos a ver
fired it off
cuánto
quickly.
dispara. 200,
Doesn't do
300
a
en
lot
la
of damage,
cabeza. O sea, es
because
poquito
the real
daño.
meat of Octavia's kit is aiming down sights. And when she aims down sights, she gets this really nice, again, the weapons.
A ver, vamos a ver su mira.
Shift in. It's kind of like a Strix. It's kind of like Vivian and Victor, but we wanted something a little more impactful. So we get this really cool custom reticle on there. And now when I fire my weapon, I'm dealing more damage. She's going to be dealing 500.
300.
501 there. That'll be.
Ahí le hizo de cerquita 500 al Fernando.
And there is a drop off. So she's effective about up to 900 units. As you can see, she can hit pretty far. She can put a lot of pressure on the point, but this is the main way that Octavia deals damage.
O sea, hace poco daño. O sea, bueno, siento yo que hace relativamente poco daño para ser campeón de daño, pues, ¿no? Pero es como una especie de Víctor, algo raro, ¿no?
It sounds so good. I think Thomas nailed it. That semi-automatic, like heavy rifle feel.
Yeah, Thomas killed it. Thomas kills it every patch.
Es
I was
como,
particularly impressed with this weapon. It feels hefty and it feels powerful.
como una especie de Víctor casi, algo así,
especially
no
when you
sé.
connect with the player. more so when you get a headshot. It feels like it comes with a heavy hit, and it does.
Pero hace más daño de cerca, sí.
Yep.
O sea, este
And you might
es...
notice something a little different with this
Está
weapon fire
extraño.
too. Like as you're watching it, you can kind of see that if he's firing, like if our cameraman's firing, like you can tell that the weapon kicks a little bit. It's not like I don't have perfect accuracy when I'm ADS. I have to actually, like, the weapon, it needs to adjust a little bit. So if I really want to land all my shots, I need to find just like that good DMR style.
Está explicando también que el arma tiene como recoil, o sea, se eleva demasiado, entonces tienes que estar tú como mejorando tu mira o disparando un poco más lento, ¿no? O sea, imagino que va a tener cartas que le van a mejorar todo eso también, entonces...
is in this gun, and I think it just feels great.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of where she landed ultimately.
Yeah.
Bueno, 500 de daño de cerca sí es bastante, ¿no? O sea, de cerca 500, pero es parecido a casi, digo, casi hace como 600, o sea. Aunque ella creo que sí tiene más cadencia, está, te digo, está hay una mezcla. La diferencia es que casi no baja de lejos, sí está así.
Yes, she is damaged.
And so one of the ways that she gets around the map is
la animación se ve rápida, Sebastián, pero si te fijas en el circulito, sí está medio lentón. O sea, la animación se ve muy rápida. Pero el circulito, ahí está su salto. Pero no levita ni nada. Está interesante, fíjense, me gusta como para jugar agresivo. O sea, ahí vas disparando, pum, pum, pum. Eso está padre.
So when you pick Octavia, you're going to have the opportunity to pick any of those passives. Once you have Octavia, they're all unlocked. It's not like talents, but right now only Octavia has these abilities. But the whole
también puedes saltar hacia atrás, como ahí hacia un lado, bien. O sea, está parece a Tiberius, pero con una activación instantánea. O sea, eso está súper padre. De hecho, una movilidad muy buena. Creo que nadie tiene una habilidad de movilidad tan instantánea, ¿no? O sea, si acaso Eevee o algo así, pero me gusta. La F, o sea, me gusta. Aunque tiene un cooldown muy grande, ¿eh? Yo hace rato lo vi y es un cooldown de 11 segundos, o sea, aquí simplemente porque están probándola, pero el cooldown es de 11 segundos. Ah. Wow. Eso sí se ve chido. Eso ya la cambia esta mujer.
But I can leap, and as soon as I ADS, I'll stop for up to 2.5 seconds in the air, and I can fire. In this kind of in playtests,
wow, eso me gustó mucho.
Found that it, like this is delivering a really interesting play style where players now are like,
nice.
It's easy enough to track, but you don't know when she's going to use it. You don't know if she will use it.
Nice.
She gets like a huge power moment. She's not invulnerable. She can take full damage during this. She can be CC'd, she can be thrown around, but it just...
Ahí está uno de sus emoticones.
And it's such a good moment for you to maybe jump over a ledge, pull up your weapon, fire, drop down. There's just a lot of opportunities for counterplay and like interesting moments for Octavia.
Yeah, I actually think one of my favorite moments that I've experienced in playtesting was getting knocked off a map.
Nice. Eso se ve muy padre.
Activating this because there are some height checks where it's not exclusive to her jump, if I'm correct, Alex.
Cabrón.
Actually being able to take out the
no le dio, ahí está.
Knocking me off. And
brother no apunta,
but it really did feel like a power moment for me.
Nice.
You get that a lot.
Me gusta esa parte está interesante.
The ADS while falling. I think it is a lot of fun to play.
Yes.
You are also super vulnerable and exposed because you are just a damage dealer with 2200 health hovering in the air. So it is something like players have to make an active choice on when to use it and how to use it to actually make this effect useful.
Yep. And thank you for pointing that out, Kevin. But yeah, like I can use that floatability when I just jump off, right? It's best paired when you're using your leap, but hey, you can jump off a high ledge.
Me imagino que pasará si te lanzan del mapa, explotas,
and we have some cards, and you'll see that as you
pues
get
por lo menos
to
te
play
puedes
more,
hacer más
yes,
daño,
it
¿no?
does
En
go
lo que
wide,
te
but there
mueres.
are things
O
to
te
help you
frenarás o
there.
algo.
But at base,
Funcionará solamente
you
con
need
tu
to take care
habilidad.
of her. You don't want
Por
her
ejemplo,
to
si te
jump
lanza
at
un
all
can,
times
podrás
and pull that
hacerla,
up.
o
You might
sea,
actually put yourself
como
in a
para
bad
frenarte en
situation.
el aire y después regresas
But
con
the
tu
next
F,
part
¿no?
of
Algo
this,
así
this other
como...
commanding kit, is what we're calling her Distortion Field. And this has been, which I think is usually a sign of there's a good design going on, but this has been pretty polarizing in our playtest. There are moments when we pull this Distortion Field and players are like, this is great, I love it. And some people are like, oh no, why, right? So what we have here is a Distortion Field. Right now, she deploys it. It lasts for 4 seconds, and it obscures the players inside of it to the enemy team. So this is going to be a
Wow.
little complicated to explain. It will make perfect sense when you play it.
O sea, es como una especie de bomba de humo de Sky, pero todos desaparecen.
Your team, so everyone on Octavia's team and Octavia can see into it and out of it. Enemies cannot see into it, and enemies can't see out of it. So I'm kind of creating this nice opaque bubble.
O sea, vas a ser invisible mientras estás ahí metido. Súper roto. O sea, no te pueden ver ni con iluminar, a lo que entiendo. O sea, es como...
The other part of this is that it does not block damage. It only obscures vision.
O sea, no bloquea el daño ni nada, pero no puedes ver, no puedes ver lo que está ahí. Ah, y también les hace poquito daño a los enemigos. O sea, ojalá que la muestren ahorita en tercera persona o algo. O sea, se supone que, por ejemplo, ahí Fernando y Casi no te podrían ver.
Land, or as I'm about to land throughout my Distortion Field, I have a place where I'm hiding. It's just a really cool moment.
Yeah, we should be able to showcase off an enemy throwing it. Anthony, if you want to do a spawn test spot. Oh no?
No, dice que no.
Octavia space
Wow.
Distortion Field in quotations should use the ability on cooldown.
We'll see.
A ver,
and while we're doing this, like
in quotations, sorry.
Está metiendo ahí el código, a ver si lo puede hacer.
And programming on this was awesome. Roland completely killed it.
Ahí está.
So this is what you're going to see. Thank you, Kevin and Anthony. But that is what an enemy Distortion Field.
O sea, eso es lo que hace Valorant ahora mismo. O sea, es una nube de Valorant. O sea, eso es Valorant.
Octavia,
no podemos ver nada, o sea, miren, ahí está. O sea, no ves nada. No ves nada de fuera, es lo que hacen en Valorant. Como para darle más... está bizarro, está bizarrón, porque en Valorant si tienes un minimapa que te dice dónde están tus enemigos disparando. Ah, miren. Octavia siempre puede ver. Pero digo, eso en competitivo no tiene relevancia porque nunca se van a enfrentar dos Octavias. O sea, en casuales, pues sí. Pero en competitivo no.
This VFX, and I don't know how you all feel, but like Roland killed it. It looks just amazing. This kind of fractured glass look is just so cool.
Yeah, I'm a big fan too, mostly for, you know, making sure to pull it out from a lot of our other shield-like abilities. Just one thing from a gameplay effect standpoint is that we don't want people thinking this is a shield that is going to block damage when they're inside.
Sí, no, o sea, están diciendo que no es un escudo, o sea, tal cual es bloqueador de visión. Les digo, a mí por eso me suena mucho a lo que pasa en Valorant, que lanzan la nubecita esta de humo y no ves nada, pero obviamente te entra el daño, o sea.
They can still kill you through it.
Correct. And, you know, and we've had a lot of variations of this in playtest. We didn't want it out all of the time. So, you know,
o sea, hasta el color a mí me recuerda mucho a Valorant.
I didn't want players to feel like it's going to be
en la ulti todavía no la muestran.
Showing up, that you're going to be like fighting within these giant distortion fields the entire match. Like, you'll see them a good amount. But we didn't want it to feel oppressive, so there's some things there to try and help that a little bit. But,
y Octavia cuando usa su mira sí puede ver, pero como les digo, eso desde un sentido competitivo, o sea, en Ranked, como no va a haber dos Octavias nunca, pues no tiene mucho sentido, o sea, la verdad ni entiendo para qué lo agregan, pero bueno. Es que yo casi no he jugado plantas contra zombies, pero bueno. Me
And
imagino
then, you know, we
que,
can
o
look
sea,
at,
se
like, how
entiende
does
el
she
punto, es
clear
lo
the
mismo, o sea,
battlefield?
es
What
un
is, like, what's her
bloqueador de
ultimate like?
visión.
And we kind of went through and we found that maybe she needs something that is just going to push the enemy down. She wants to say, hey, let's move forward, let's finish this fight. So we've created something called the creeping barrage.
A ver, la ulti la van a mostrar
A
ya.
little bit of a victor feel with the barrage, but instead I cast it once and it goes out in a line.
What
again,
the...
Yeah, I think the ult speeds.
Esto parece de otro juego, la ulti,
We went through a ton of iterations on this to get it to feel good. You know, ults can be tricky, but I think we eventually got this into a place.
O sea, está interesante como para...
Roland, again, in our programming team, like, the way that
850
the
está...
circle expands to let you know where it's going to hit
Wow.
is awesome.
O sea, eso es como otro rayo de furia, es como... Los rayos de furia, pero o sea, parece otro juego esta ulti, ¿no? Como de... Sí, yo la veo como hasta de un juego como de peleas, así como de Smash o de Street Fighter, que van así las cosas estas, los pilares.
The other part of this ult is that it's essentially two parts, and it's a little hard to see, but it's there. So you have a pre-fire beam, and then you have the large beam that comes about a half second behind that. So that first initial beam does a small amount of damage if it hits. It's kind of hard to hit, and it also pops shields. So if someone's unlucky enough, or if they get hit with it, it will destroy their shield.
Dice que el primer rayo destruir, ese es el primerito que se ve, destruye los escudos y ya los demás van haciendo daño. Y que tiene otro tipo de daño, pero no lo muestran ellos, pero bueno.
In the level, if you're at the top of a building or at the bottom, it hits everyone along that line.
Y bloquea, obviamente golpea a través de las paredes, o sea, golpea a través de todo, pues, a lo que se ve. Ahí va a golpear a la casi, o sea, sí. O sea, aunque estés... O sea, no hay donde esconderse de esa ulti básicamente, ¿no? O sea, como la de Víctor, que te puedes meter bajo un techo, o sea, de esta no. O sea, esto tal cual son varios rayos de furia. Pero que no te stunean, simplemente te van haciendo daño. Está rarita, está... O sea, está padre, la verdad, también está... O sea, yo me imagino que alguien que quiere escapar, que va corriendo...
It is kind of that like chaotic battlefield situation where something that is easily dodgeable when you see it coming becomes very powerful.
Por el momento, ¿qué les puedo decir? A mí de lo que yo he visto Octavia me gusta, o sea, se me hace un campeón. Yo casi no juego el rol de daño y este me atrae, o sea, me atrae. Me gusta.
And I want to kind of zone the enemy out a little bit, but it's not, as you can see, 850 damage is not an extreme amount of damage, but
¿Qué onda, Casper?
As Adonis just said, like,
Y se me olvidó ponerles en el Discord que ya iba a empezar el stream, pero...
So there is a little bit of just, you got to keep your cool. You can move around it pretty easily if you give yourself time to think, but it provides a really cool moment of like, I need to take cover, or I can't really, I just need to get out of the way. So yeah, the ult has just been great. So let's take this last bit of time and kind of look at her talents.
A ver, vamos a revisar ya los talentos de Octavia.
Right now, and you know what? Let's
Looks like
let's start with Hell or High Water. Correct.
A ver, ese es el primer talento.
So now when Octavia, it alters her leap. So whenever she jumps and she lands, she creates a healing pool for her and her allies. And Octavia gains, for that duration, she gains no ammo consumption. She's the only one who gets that. So her team gains health.
O sea, esa habilidad, cuando cae, crea una área de curación y además no gasta balas. Mientras ella se quede ahí, no va a gastar balas. O sea, sí es un daño como muy soporte, pues. Es un daño que va a ayudar al equipo. Es el primer talento.
And this is just kind of like, let's supercharge it a little bit. So now the ultimate is going to deal... Oh, I'm sorry, not asymmetric warfare. Asymmetric warfare is a little different, but we will talk about that anyways. This is the... My bad. This is the Distortion Field talent. There's so many words. This Distortion Field talent now will deal damage to enemies within it and heal allies while they're inside of it. And as you can see, we also did treatment on the VFX for the bubble. So this, while you have this talent equipped,
Este talento lo que va a hacer es que va a hacer más daño a los enemigos y va a curar a los aliados que estén metidos, parecido a lo que hace la bomba de Sky, ¿no? Y también tiene como un efecto distinto ahí, como rayos, o sea, como para que lo identifiquemos uno como enemigo, pues. El talento ese del display está medio chafilla. Y luego este va a ser para la ultimate.
1450 damage, so 600 extra damage, and it will root enemies if they are hit by that pre-fire beam. So this is like, I just want my ult to deal more damage. I really want to control the battlefield.
Aquí va a hacer más daño. ¿Cuánto está haciendo? 1450. O sea, en lugar de 800 que hacía, está haciendo 1450 con la ulti. Wow. O sea, los dos primeros, el primer talento está bien. Este de la ulti también está chetado. El del escudito no sé qué tanto, la verdad, porque no está haciendo tanto daño a los enemigos. No sé si valga la pena. Ya nada más faltaría ver cuánto cura a los aliados. Pero como que no lo veo, fíjense.
See what it sounds like, because I think the voice actor, she killed it.
Yeah, I remember we had so many great auditions, and this was definitely the top tier.
A ver, la voz.
Yeah.
Well done. Just excellent. I'm no hero, just a leader. Team, you inspire me. Mission accomplished. I'm no hero, just a leader. Hey, there's no fighting allowed out here. This is the battleground.
Fíjense que la voz...
Cool.
Voy a hablar un poquito. La voz no, tampoco me convence porque es una comandante. Me gustaría que fuera más enérgica. Como más de... Vamos, equipo, más. O sea, como parecido a la ulti de Ashe cuando... ¡Pum! Como más enérgica. O sea, la sentí como muy... ¡Ay, qué onda! O sea... No. Le sentí mal de energía, la verdad. O sea, a como han mostrado que es el personaje, que comandante, que ayuda, que... No sé. No me gustó la voz. Le falta energía.
This is her commander skin recolor. This will be unlocked with 200 crystals or 60,000 gold.
Aquí nos están mostrando el recolor y la otra skin va a ser la que nos dan a los que compraron el pase de temporada, chicos, el 2021. Y bueno, aquí está la de oro, ¿no?
That's a free commander skin there. As well as golden Octavia. So this, just like any other golden skin, make sure to always take advantage of those 2x champion XP weekends when we have them. You'll be able to get this with mastery level 50. So,
bueno, ahí están las skins, o sea, es un recolor, la de oro y la de... Va a ser un recolor a los que compraron el pase de temporada 2021, ya saben, exclusivo, parecido al de Jaguar verde, ya saben.
We are going to the 2-month cycles, and then this is just one of those one-offs too, just to let people know where a champion is releasing at the same time as an event pass. I believe there will be other ones where, correct me if I'm wrong, Adonis or Alex, where the event passes will release by themselves without a champion, and then there will be times where it's just a champion still throughout the year, or there's content releasing at the same time as a champion, correct?
Every patch should contain a new event pass, and champions we have a pretty aggressive plan, but ultimately we aren't committed to announcing dates that we can be like 100% sure. We want to make sure that the champion's in a good spot. We're happy with it internally before we actually release to the public.
Yeah, and I think so far she's looking great. I can't wait for people to try her out in the PTS. PTS, we don't have an estimated date, but there are a few tweaks and stuff going in there, so just make sure to stay tuned to Paladins social media.
Del PTS todavía no hay fecha, lo que dicen.
It's not going to be immediately after this or anything like that, so just have a little bit of patience. But
o sea, no va a ser pronto.
Enjoyed everything from game on, event passes, Trials of the Realm, all the way to our brand new champion, Octavia. And yeah, any last words from the two of you before we sign off?
Parece que va a ser todo. Me hubiese gustado que mostraran más qué onda con el pase de evento. O sea, cómo van a funcionar los niveles.
Shoutouts to everyone on the team, from all the art disciplines, programming, QA.
Y nomás dos
especially
skins,
QA, they
chicos.
deal with a
O
lot
sea,
of,
ay Dios,
us,
va a tocar
in
meterle
general,
dinero a esto.
and, congratulations to Alex for the soon-to-be release of his first champion. I think he did a great job, and we're really excited to hear your feedback on Octavia once we get into PTS and then live.
Everyone killed it and crushed it, and I can't wait to see, you know, this person who can face off against Yagoroth in our game. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, champions, for watching at home, and until next time, we'll see you. Thank you for tuning in.
Bueno, parece que fue todo, chicos. Fue una presentación más cortita, duró, ¿qué fue? Como una hora, poquito más. Realmente no sé qué mostrarles ahorita. O sea, creo que ya más o menos vimos todo. O sea, las habilidades de Octavia, el tráiler, las skins. Igual ya saben, voy a subir un resumen en cuanto pueda. Voy a ver cómo lo divido, si lo hago todo junto. Me gustaría mostrar a Octavia, gracias al nuevo suscriptor, acá a John Akashita. Me gustaría mostrar a Octavia ya que saliera el PTS para mostrarla bien, pues las habilidades y todo. Pero en fin, yo pienso que por acá voy a parar el stream porque tengo que ir estuvo bien. Y digo, para dejarlo aquí comprimido pues en lo que fue la presentación. Les agradezco mucho a todos los que se pasaron por acá. Ya saben, no olviden suscribirse a los que andan por acá. Voy a subir el resumen pronto. Y obviamente vamos a estar jugando el PTS cuando salga. El PTS, para los que no saben, es el servidor público de prueba. Básicamente vamos a poder probar antes a Octavia y todo eso, ¿no? Y bueno, chicos, espero que hayan disfrutado el stream. Y ahí déjenme, digo, ya en el resumen vamos a ver. A mí me ha gustado, nada más no dejaron claro lo de Octavia, se ve medio rota. Y tampoco muy claro lo del pase evento, pero bueno, se ve bien. Y bueno, nos vemos en la que sigue, chicos.
Resumen de todo lo que mostraron, supongo más del...
Ay, cabrón, ya se me puso el de otro youtuber. Bueno, pero vamos a... Bueno, los veo, chicos. A la que sigue. A ver si puedo subir un resumen hoy, ¿vale? Gracias a todos.